Welcome to 36 Full Press and Craps Nation, YouTube's premier craps channel. What's up, YouTube? Press here. Hey, good evening and welcome to my channel. This is 36 Full Press, and in today's episode we're going to do a little bit of dice setting, dice technique, dice control. So let me go ahead and see if I can get this camera figured out. I'm going to have a couple cameras, one from the length of the table on the throw, and then this one right here, basically where Sam will be shooting from. And then that way we can kind of talk about like his grip and how he sets up. So last week, if you saw that video, I did a whole video on grip, talking about different kinds of grips and different approaches to the table, your setup, so on and so forth. So today we're going to take it to the next step. What we'll do is we'll brush up on the grip with Sam here, because Sam will his grip's a little bit different. He's shooting from stick right, so we'll go over Sam's grip, and then we'll start talking about how he's lining up on the felt, and then his approach. Basically, his arm swing to his landing zone. We're not going to talk about the landing zone, maybe just a little bit, but he's going to go ahead and get a couple warm-up throws in, and then we'll get going from there. So last week, like I said, I showed a couple different grips: the 3-finger, 2-finger, inline, clamp, ice tongue, whatever you want to call it. So today, how Sam throws, he throws stick right, basically forward facing. What do you call that, Sam? He faces forward to his landing zone. So really the key for Sam is basically he gets his dice kind of lined up where where he's going. He kind of faces the dice in the direction in which he's trying to land, right? Then he comes over top of them, 3 fingers in the front, and then he slides them right back and he snaps them down to the felt, and then he just looks for his landing zone and hits it. Right there, you got himself a 5-4-9. So once again, it's not really about what we're getting so far. It's more about why why he's doing what he's doing. So with this approach, he can line it up, and then if he needs to go more towards the middle or towards the right, he can do that, because basically he's just bringing his hand from, don't throw him, Sam, but just bring him up to where your release point's at. So that's all he's doing. It's just a little, I don't know, small arc, maybe a quarter of the way. His hand's not much higher than the rail. So it's really like a low line right there. It's all he's doing. It's just a nice little small toss right out in front of him. Go ahead.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, he's keeping it simple, stupid. Nice and easy, and just toss them right in front of him, just like that. Yep, 6'10". He's kind of looking for towards the end of the table, maybe 3/4 of the way. Just basically getting them down there and letting them hit, and then keep on axis. That's kind of what he's looking to do.
I try to be here because I don't want to get
all the way into the game.
Because then the way I feel about it, if you're banging them hard off here, now it's a random roll.
Mm-hmm.
That's what those are designed to do. I try to bounce them here and let them slide into the bottom.
Right.
Of this.
Absolutely. So explain to the peoples how you, because when we first came over, you were like, do what, this, whatever. So kind of explain the process that you went through, and getting used to feeling the dice, and using your hands to kind of keeping them tight. Remember when you were first doing them, they were
couldn't keep them tight.
You couldn't keep them tight. They were clumping.
When I first started off, we tried left, we tried right, we tried left hand, we tried right hand.
Yeah, we did go left hand.
We tried this.
We tried the tongue grip.
We tried this. we tried probably 8 different things through a 3 or 4 week period
leading up to Vegas.
trying to find my best results.
Right.
And best
Most comfortable, right?
And most comfortable. Best results and most comfortable throw. And we finally landed on, you know, my hip on the rail, right-handed, facing forward.
Now, go ahead and pick him up, and then actually looks like. See how he uses his pinky to kind of shove the dice like I was doing. Kind of shove them together.
I use it to hold this finger in place.
He uses
See, if I let my pinky go, they just split on me.
Right.
I have to use my pinky to hold my finger, my ring finger.
There you go.
If I let that pinky go, they'll split on me. See?
Yep.
So I kind of use all four of my fingers.
So, needless to say, it's what works best for you.
Yeah.
It's the general idea, but like how I teach dice setting mechanics is I try to meet you where you're at.
Yeah.
So this is where Sam was most comfortable. See how he's completely turned. Usually when we're at the casino, he's basically got his.
I take up like 3 spots.
Yeah, he takes up 3. He's got his whole hip like face, like he's turned completely sideways.
And most time people will move for you.
See how he brings his hand up and out? Nice. Hit that 9 again. 5-4. Yep, he does the exact same thing. He sets him a little bit out in front of himself. That way he can kind of see the dice. He's moving around. He's getting them comfortable. He kind of like taps on them like I do. He's got that pinky, pushing his finger over. He slides them back, and he gets to a certain point. He snaps them back, and then up into the landing zone. I'll take that double bubble right there. Yeah, so needless to say, I have 2 cameras running. I have one on the end, kind of getting the full range of motion down towards the landing zone. And then what I'll do is I'll try to do like a little picture-in-picture of Sam, you know, basically his approach, his setup, his grip. But right now what we're talking about today is from the grip, once he comes to the complete stop position there, from here to his release point. That's what we're talking about. So this is where mechanics come into play. Right there, doing that over and over and over again. So if you can get that tempo, that rhythm, if you can get that mechanical, basically you almost want to be like a mechanical arm, right? So if you can get from that stop position to your release position as close as possible. All right, YouTube, we're back. He just threw another 10 or something, but iPhone storage was full. But anyways, that's what you're saying. So from this approach, so like I said, last week we worked on the grip. Now from this stop position to his hand up to the release is the next part. So once you get real comfortable, kind of get your tactile feel going, you're getting used to holding the dice in your hands. Your hands aren't so sweaty, and like when you go to throw now, like your hands aren't all sweaty and you're all nervous. You know what I mean? It's just like being down here. So see how he sets them up. He gets a set.
Now, I noticed in one of your other videos when you and Scott were talking about golf. It was a good analogy. I even set my when I set my dice, my 6-4. That's my first set. I even have a way that I set them in order. Mm-hmm. Everything's the same, over and over. Nothing changes. Everything's the same. No discrepancies in what I do every single time that I throw the dice. Everything's the same.
All right. Well, so after you throw this one, say that the stick man slides you the dice, right? So, all right. So you just threw that. What, you get a 10 again?
10 again.
Yeah. All right. So I didn't even see the other dice. The other die, but it looked like it was going to be a 10 by the way that 4 popped up. So anyways, so right here, dice are out. So this is what he does. This is how he sets it up, right?
I always do 6. I always do my right die first, and then my left die. I don't know why. I don't know if it's superstition or if it's always the same.
Right, but see, his left hand is posted on the rail. That's one thing I taught him for sure, is you keep your hand there, stay nice and steady. Pulls it back, and then from here and up, same every time. Boom, 8. Just over and over and over again. You just have to practice. Sam did buy all the stuff. He got his layout in. We will be doing some mobile videos He's been practicing over there, which I'm sure is probably making him feel way more confident because first thing he did, he came over, he's like, yeah, look at what I've been playing. And he's playing some Iron Cross with like $200. He's like feeling pretty confident in his throw. So, and that's what this does for you, right? It's just going to allow you to feel a little bit more comfortable when you step on the casino floor, right? You get to your spot or a spot close, come back, you work your mechanics, you know you put the work into it, and you just keep throwing them. Hard 10. Hard 10.
A lot of 10s.
Yep, Midnight Madness. I just did a video on him on his throw today. He'd be loving this. All these 10s and 4s.
$12.
12 craps. Yep. So this is the new normal for Monday. Monday is dice control, dice influence, technique, mechanics, everything from grip to approach, which was last week. Right now we're going approach to up towards release. So basically from right there, that's his approach, all the way to his release. Now how he's releasing is hands forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him show you, not like stick left where you have like you're making a C. Right now what he's doing is he has his wrist pulled back, and then what he's going to do is he's going to turn and face the camera and act like he's going to throw the dice at the camera. Basically show you what his hand looks like. So how he's turned there, and then he's just going to come straight just like that. That's all he's doing. It's just like he's tossing a pair of underwear or socks into a basket.
And I usually just drop my thumb.
Yep, and all he does is drop the thumb. That was one thing that we talked about a lot when he first started, wasn't it, Sam?
And it's hard. It's hard to just drop your thumb.
Yep,
it's
I remember
really
he's
hard
like, that's
to learn.
so hard. I know Sleepy 25 is always like, I can't just drop my thumb.
It's
but
hard.
Once you figure out how to drop your thumb,
it takes a while. It does, because I couldn't do it. I was like opening my hand and getting all this crazy like backspin. Now my dice kind of just float.
Yep.
They do spin a little, but
right.
Not much.
But they're pretty though. Even when in the casino, I'm like, yeah, it's a pretty toss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They just come out even. But it's just about the practice. It's about the consistency. Coming back. He pulls them back. Same place. Up and drop, man. It's very, very nice. Another two. All right. Well, this is Monday. This will be the second episode. So we went. Go ahead and check on the last one where it's dice control, where we're talking about grip. And I do believe the thumbnail it says grip on. I can't remember, but I do believe that's what it is. It's about different kinds of grips. This is stick right, and it's about working our way towards the release. The release is just a thumb drop. Well, if you, like Sam was just saying, if you can learn to drop your thumb, you can control some dice. And then next week or next time, check back on Monday. We're going to start talking about landing zone and the differences. Bouncy table, hard table, close, long, against the rubber, pinch. If you're looking to get the landing zone to work with your throw. All right, YouTube, until later, we got Press and Sam. We'll be catching you next time. Check back when you can. Till later. Press out.